It's another beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is Rubbin Minds. Welcome. My name is Abu Kaubuchi, and great to have you here. Thanks for joining us. If you see the smile on my face, it's because finally we're on the medals table at the Rio Olympics. Nigeria finally won bronze in the football competition. As hard as it's been for a lot of people to take, many people are celebrating the fact that it's a step up from London 2012, where we came back with nothing. We did have two wrestlers who fought again today, but ended up not winning their matches or their bouts. So basically, we're going to be coming home with one medal, which is a bronze medal. That places us in, I think, the 68th position or so at the Olympics, or 73rd, I'm not sure exactly, and I think 11th or 12th in Africa. Not many countries have won medals, so if you're going to look on the bright side, we've won something at least. But then on the other hand, looking at how well we had done in 1996 and the continuous retrogression since then to 3 silvers, then bronze medals, then nothing in London, and now a bronze. A lot of people would say for a country of 170 million people who love sports, we should be doing better than we have done in Rio. But hopefully hard lessons will be learned. People are expecting some heads to roll from the Ministry of Sports. We don't know who exactly, seen as the preparations and the handling of the Olympics in general has been a disaster. But we're going to see how President Buhari reacts to this when the athletes return, and probably go meet him and present the bronze medal to him as our achievement. I know he did charge them to win, I think, 10 medals. I don't know where they were supposed to come from, but we will take the bronze medal and celebrate it. Nigerians are excited. Thank you very much to Samson Siasia, the coach, and of course John Obi Mikel and the entire under-23 team for doing us proud. But I'm switching away now from sports. We're going to be starting off on some fun, and I have here with me someone who I know loves sports, but also is a comedian and an on-air personality, amongst many other things. Multi-talented superstar in entertainment, Nedu. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
What's your thoughts on our performance in Rio so far?
Well, we did woefully. I'd say that. You said that Buhari urged them, or rather told them to get to make sure they came back.
He wanted 10 medals. I think
he wanted 10 medals.
Sports wanted 5.
Yes. No. At least we should look at the fact that at least we're somewhere. Even if we'll not get the 10, we'll get the tithe of the 10.
Some say we won 18 bronze yesterday, since it was 18 players that got.
Now he's won. He's won. You know, it's 10. He asked for 10, but at least we got the tithe of the 10, which is 1. So it's better.
It's something.
It's something. But having said that, I think looking at everything that has to do with sport in Nigeria, I mean, we're just. It's a shame.
Yeah. Especially since it's the one thing that every Nigerian enjoys.
Exactly. It's a total shame. You mentioned something earlier. People expect heads to roll. If you ask me, I have list of them. I have list of them that I think will roll on.
You want to mention names? I didn't want to mention names, but I'm sure you want to.
I don't want to mention names, but I...
Do you think the Minister of Sports should go?
Minister of Sports, that... If I say something, that go says, I'm just being a comedian, but I don't think I want to say whether you go or not. But I know somebody that will go.
Or that should go.
That should go without even wasting time. You know, not just wearing red up and down.
It's been a very sad story. We're going to move away from that now. Yeah. Congratulations to the Dream Team for winning.
Congratulations to Mikel.
Yes, to Mikel, both financially and physically and everything. I mean, he did support the team very well. Of course, the coach, Samson Siazi, and the entire team for doing us proud. Moving on to you now. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
You are, like I said at the beginning, a man of so many parts. It's very hard to place you in a box. So I just said comedian and on-air personality because you have you're already on TV.
And TV, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So, any other parts to you that I might have been missing?
Well,
actor.
Yeah, I act. I act as well. I act. I'm on radio, like you said. I'm on TV, and I'm a comedian. I am.
You sing?
I sing. Yeah, I sing. I'm pretty much everything that brings money.
Quadruple threat. Not only modeling, you know.
Not only modeling. I can model. It's pretty much. I don't know. I just think. I just have a lot to give out, and when I have it, I mean, when I feel it, I just give it out.
Which one was your first love?
Radio. Okay. Radio was actually my first love. It started in Kaduna. I started listening to 96.9. Is it 96? No, not Cool FM, no. 96.1, one radio station in Kaduna then, where I listened to a lot of presenters present. And I always call them. I'm like, this guy knows Sabi now. I think I can do better than this guy. And then I present. When the guy is presenting, I'm doing what exactly the guy is doing. And I try to do it better than the guy. Do you know what I mean? And that was it. And then the first time I did radio was during my NYSC service. You know, there's this thing they call OBS, orientation broadcasting service. That's where it started from me. So the first love I'd say is radio.
Okay. So how did comedy now come into it?
Well, comedy has always been there. It has always been there. Even when I was in school, my friends in school used to call me Malam. You know, because most of my jokes, most of my materials then were nothing materials, because I grew up in Kaduna. You know, I was born and, you know, everything about me is in Kaduna. My parents are actually still in Kaduna. So most of my jokes, most of my materials are nothing materials. So I always act like, you know, and how this Hausa man. So I have this alter ego called Musa, the guy that speaks English like an Hausa man. So most of my jokes are based. So that's why they used to call me Moalam. But he started in school.
Okay.
Basically, started in school.
So when did you decide to make it a money earner for you?
Well, it was when I got onto radio. When I got onto radio, and I got my first gig to anchor a wedding. And then I saw that we're like, oh God, he's funny. I'm like, let's milk it. You know, I thought, okay, I can do this. So pretty much, you know, just had to, you know, put everything together. We're still working on it anyway. I had to put most of them together. And that's much about it.
Yeah. You've been on radio, but the radio you do is a different type of radio, which has sort of swept Nigeria away now. You know, when it started off, most people thought it was a risk.
Yeah.
You know, opening up a radio station that's not in English. That's caters to the wider audience in Nigeria with Pidgin English and maybe the three major languages. Yeah. Why did you decide to go down that route? Because it would have been a risk at the time.
Well, the thing is, I actually wanted to start in English. For most people that don't know anything about me, I moved into Lagos 2010.
Okay.
Now, I did an audition. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention the radio station. I did an audition in Inspiration FM.
Okay.
A friend of mine, Lolade, took me to Inspiration FM. Like, you've got a good voice. You should come to Inspiration FM. Just come and do audition there. She doesn't work there, but she knows someone that works there. Okay. So I had an audition there. And the guy was like, oh my God, you're so good. I like your voice. Read the news, let's say. And I read the news. Like, that's so good. Okay, do you know what? We'll get back to you. Thank God they never got back to me. So they didn't get back to me. And then I moved back to Kaduna. You know, I didn't stay 1 week in Kaduna. I had to move down to Lagos. I'm like, look, what I define for Lagos today? I can't just stay in Kaduna. So I moved down to back to Lagos. God bless Holy Malam. I was looking for, in this Lagos where we did so now, you know, for 3 months, I was, you know, zozoing up and down, you know, looking for what to do. That VI, I trek VI, tire with CV. And then, you know, until my money come finish, I was like, okay, I want entertainment, I want radio, I want TV. Since I'm not getting radio, I'm not getting TV, what's the closest thing to being on radio? And I know that agencies, you know, these art agencies, they have something more like, they have some sort of connection with these people. So I decided to Google the whole telecommunication firms, agencies, all of them, and I saw one. That was before then. Why I mentioned Holy Malam before then? Let me not jump. I googled a lot of comedians. Plenty of them. I see their name and their numbers. I saw Babyface. I saw Holy Malam. I saw MC Prince, and then I called.
You called who?
I called Babyface.
Okay.
Tej Babyface.
Yeah.
It's sad to say, but he wasn't too nice to me on the phone. I was like, okay, no problem. And then I called Holy Malam. You know, I wouldn't want to use the word rude, but I think rude would be going way over top with it, but he wasn't too receptive.
Of the fact that you called him out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere, and I was like, boss, no vex. I know so you did do this thing. I'd like to work with you, like under you. I don't mind, I can carry your bags around. I don't know, just to be under your tutelage and everything, just learn everything you're doing. I was like, okay, no vex. I ended the call. And then the next person I called was Holy Malam. No, MC Prince. I called MC Prince. Then he was still in school. I said, no problem, just come block me for here, blah, 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 blah. We went to the first event together. I was just there. I was waiting for him to give me the mic so that I can perform and show him that, look, I can do this thing. Guy not give me microphone. Hey, wait. That's why I follow for. I think it was Okota, somewhere in Okota. That's how I use look this moment where I go for hand and the transport, and I went back home. And the next person I called was Holy Malam. Holy Malam said I should come to his office. I went to his office. We talked. As in the guy, God bless that guy. He told me a lot of things. I was like, okay, do you know what? This is what you want. This is why you came to Lagos. Do you know what? How about you do the radio again? And then from there you can spread to other things. Yeah. But this time, go and do audition in Radio Continental. Gave me a number, Ify, and I went to Radio Continental, and I did the audition with Ify. He was like, God, you're so good, your voice is so nice, you can speak well, blah, 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 blah. Do you know what? Tell Holy Malam to call our Oga. It never happened. And then, I started working the other place, where I Googled ad agencies. One of them called me, are you an Echineri man? And I said, yes. So come for interview. That was how I went for interview. The guy spoke to me. I was like, good. I think I need you to work with me. Guy saw my CV. So you read accounting, blah, 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 blah. You can speak 4 languages. That's good. So I started working there. I worked there for like 3 months until my first salary, 50K. I used
plenty money.
Plenty money. I used 20K inside to buy phone. So I buy phone. I got data 5K then, and then I on Facebook I was following I was following everybody, and then one Sunday I was going to have it. I was at home, and then I saw you posted on Facebook. If you read news for Pigeon, drop your CV. I hadn't done that before ever. If you did news for Pigeon, drop your CV for here. So I dropped my CV in Pigeon on his wall. And then the next day, I got like 4 text messages to come for audition. I was supposed to go for a meeting the next day, being on Monday, for where I've been they work before. I can't suit to get one black suit. I can't come from Kaduna that time. I don't wear.
So you didn't go for the meeting? And you went for the audition?
Who meeting help? So I just dropped the suit, folded my shirt, and went for the audition. And then they give us a script, so to transcribe it to Pigeon, which I did. And then after the audition, at the audition, Ira, AGK, they were there. They were like, God, you're so good. After my man, I see these people knows I never done this thing before. I'd never done it before. So that was it. And then after the interview, after the audition, I went to the car, wear my suit back, we'll go for the meeting. And later in the evening, I remember when Ikeja that day. And then I got a call, come for interview. The next day. That's how I go for interview the next day. So could you know what? We're going to pay you 100,000, which was double of my salary.
First of all?
No, 80,000, which was more than what I was collecting. I was like earning then. I said, okay, no problem. That I'll come and resume. Now, so that time it remained 2 weeks for month to end.
For this other side?
For the other side. So I can't go lie to that guy say I'm not well. So that I will get salary
from this side.
From this side.
Get this.
Yeah. So that was how guys.
Once you started, you become this very, very interesting. So where did Nkechi now start from now? Because that is a whole other angle to everything now. Because for those of you who are on social media or who are not, he has an alter ego as well, who is a lot of things. Relationship advisor, musician, called Nkechi. How did that start, and where is she?
Nkechi has always been there. It's just that I never really thought of putting Nkechi on social media. So it was back in 2013 that I did my first Nkechi video. It was in yours house with someone called Big Timmy. It was both of us that did together. I was like, my name is Nkechi from Mungapala government area of Imo State. Plenty things. And then where I now decided to put it on social media was when Imam My God did a work video featuring Nkechi and other comedians.
Well, just hold on. We need to take a break now. When we come back, we'll find out more about your Nkechi story and also watch her and see how she differs. And see how she differs from you.
All right, no problem.
We'll see you guys in a moment. Please stay with us.